Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Luxury, is it still even luxury? I mean, look, I know we've talked about this in the past, but it just keeps coming back to haunt us, doesn't it? We spend a lot of money on luxury bags, on luxury shoes, on luxury clothes, even sometimes, on luxury costume jewelry. And we've seen quite a few examples also on my channel throughout the years as we are on this luxury journey together. We've seen quite a few examples of luxury when it fails to be luxury in terms of kind of falls apart. You know, let's touch base on the details. First, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Here on the tubes, you can also push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today and gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. superdacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. And this video is being filmed live in front of my members and patrons, actually. And you can also join the exclusive membership and patronage live streams where you get to watch all of these videos before they hit YouTube. So it's just one of the many exclusive perks. Now, we've seen in the past, just over 2 years ago, do you guys remember when I showed you the photo with the, from the Chanel website, actually? It was a photo of a Chanel piece of costume jewelry where one of the crystals was already not in the piece. You know, and then we made a video about it, and then Chanel took it offline shortly after that, and then they retouched the picture, and then they re-uploaded the photo with the crystal. There was that, right? Then that was so fun. You can go check out that video on my channel. It's still on. Then there's the issue of the advent calendar, the Chanel advent calendar, which then a TikTok video went viral claiming this is a ripoff, like $825 plus tax for something that gives you basically freebies in a biodegradable, recyclable paper pulp bottle that is not allowed to get wet in any shape or form. Then we had the issue with my Chanel 22 bag that started peeling after 22 minutes of wearing, or 22 minutes. Ha! The 22 bag peeled after 22 minutes. Oh my God, what a doozy. Other brands have had some issues too. You know, people are reporting more and more about Louis Vuitton having issues, the canvas not being aligned perfectly when it's sewn together, sometimes feeling really thin and flimsy or perforable, like something that can be perforated easily. You know, there have been reports also from Dior, but Dior belongs to LVMH, so it's kind of the same. Oh, also Hermes is not immune. Some luxury YouTubers report about Hermes bags having slight dents and scratches as they arrive new in store already at the edges. Some people report about Hermes shoes, kind of, especially the turn lock, the Kelly turn lock on the Kelly shoe, kind of just ripping off easily. Everything's alleged, right? This video is made for entertainment purposes only. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. Everything's alleged. But you guys, this conversation goes on. These are luxury pieces that really don't have any more that luxury allure to them because the prices keep going up, but more and more people complain about the quality. There's more and more returns. Do you remember 6 months ago, I brought my small Chanel clutch on chain, the red one in caviar leather. I brought it back to Chanel because I bought it at Chanel. A month into using it, all of the leather strap in the chain was degrading, was chipping off, was falling apart. The inside of the bag as well. It wasn't stitched properly. The magnetic closure started turning and was becoming looser and looser. 6 months waiting for it to come back. And I was talking to my sales associate, and my sales associate said, yeah, there have been quite a few reclamations and returns, and that's why it takes so long, because the demand for repairs is higher than the speed in which they can work to repair it. So you can imagine how tragic the situation is. But how deep does it really go? I have an example for you, and my heart is really broken because I love this brand very, very much. Do you guys remember back in December, right before New Year's Eve, I purchased a little gift for myself. A pair of gorgeous luxury shoes by Rick Owens. Well, that I bought them literally, what was it, like the 29th of December or something like that. So right before New Year's Eve. And I bought them to be able to then travel with them to the premiere of my movie, Art Lovers Unite, with Vivienne Westwood and Patrick J. Thomas. And I wore them for the premiere the first time. That was on the 16th of February. They hurt my feet because they're very stiff, chunky, big shoes. And I know how it is with leather shoes. You got to kind of break into them. You know, you got to wear them a couple of times before they get a little bit the shape of your foot. Like, I get it. So I wore them that first time. They killed my feet. Then I had to heal. So I wore them again 2 weeks after that, one day, just a short while to get slowly used to them. Then I, stopped again. The week after that, I wore them again. So long story short, I have worn those shoes a total of 6 times. In those 6 times that I've worn the shoes, I have taken very good care for them. I have never worn them in the rain. They have been very well loved and cared for, like I care for all my things. Yesterday, I'm walking back home in said shoes, and something all of a sudden just fell into place. And I'm like, oh, they're comfy. Something happened. What is this? But then I felt like, oh wait, something is moving a little bit too much in this shoe. Let me show you the shoe, shall I? So I keep walking, right? As one does, I keep walking, and I want to make it as fast as possible back home because I'm feeling like something isn't right here. So let me lift one of the shoes first. So this is the shoe we're talking about. So you see, I've worn them a couple of times. I didn't want to polish them for this video. I wanted you to see how they are the last time I took them off. There are maybe 2 droplets of, if there was like water in a puddle or something that kind of fell on top here, but that doesn't matter. So I wore them, okay? But as you can see, they're not damaged in any way. They're very well worn in, right? 6 times of wearing them. Now, this is my left shoe. Let me show you the right one. And then we're going to go back to the left one because there's something hiding here that you don't know yet. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Because I don't know if I'm ready for this. You guys, the entire sole is just peeling off. I mean, you see, you got like, so this thing, this just kind of broke. So this, I guess this part of the leather is underneath the heel, or is supposed to be under the heel. And it just kind of broke underneath the heel. Somewhere in there, it broke and tore, and it just kind of pulled out. But like, you guys, you can't even bend this shoe. This shoe is so strong. What I want to say is this shoe is like, there's no bending. Look, I'm trying to bend. You can't bend the shoe. It's so thick and strong. Like, you have to walk like a geisha when you're wearing this shoe. There's no way that by bending it, you could break it. You can't bend it. So for this to have just fallen off like that, I'm shook. This is a shoe that cost over $1,000, right? Before sale. Kev says poor construction. Tina says maybe they're not leather. Oh no, they're leather. They're leather. They are leather. They are leather. Let me show you up close how it looks on the inside. There's that glue. There's like levels in there. As you can see here in the back, these little steps, and also here in the front, that's basically from the leather that they've kind of, they put these little layers of leather too. You see this leather strips running around? So they're a little bit shorter there as, of course, as it's getting tighter. And so part of the leather remained on the shoe and a part tore off. So even if you were to glue them back on, you're still going to see that tear, that rip. That's going to be really ugly. You know what I mean? It's a size 42. Made in Italy, real leather. It says vero cuoio. That's the shoe. I thought to myself, well, maybe just one is the issue. Why didn't the other one break? Now I'm going to show you what was hiding. The other one actually broke too. It's just that the part underneath the heel, this piece of leather that runs underneath the heel, didn't tear yet. So what is happening with this shoe, as you can see, it's already lifting right there. Oh, you can't really see, but it's already, yeah, it's detaching already, right? See? So when this part rips in there, it's just going to fall off as well. It's insane. And now I love my Rick Owens, and I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that this is, I don't know what this is, you guys. What is this? A shoe that's been worn literally 6 times, and I can count you every single time I wore them because I keep track, because they hurt my feet. That's why I know. I'm like, okay, it's the 6th time I'm wearing them, you know, to get used to them. So I know I wore them 6 times. What the hell is this, y'all? So this is just the latest of the shenanigans that happened to me with these products. It's like you can't buy one good thing. But I love Rick Owens, you know. I love his bags. I love his leather. This leather is amazing, by the way. This is really good leather. I'm not telling you like, oh, this is bad leather. It's just maybe the construction here, because this is so thick and then this is super thin. Maybe the balance of the weight of the proportions, like the dynamics, the physics of the shoe maybe were not really designed well, because maybe the shoe was designed, you know, to be beautiful, because it is beautiful. I love this shape, but maybe the shape of the shoe doesn't work in its favor in terms of physicality. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt for that. Although, like I said, I was not bending my feet when I was, you know, you can't bend this. You cannot bend this shoe. It's like unbendable. You literally walk, you stomp in them, right? So this did not happen because I was bending my foot. This broke because something is wrong in the construction of it. Now, this also begs the question, how does the future of luxury or the future of design look like in general? Like, why am I saying this? Because, I mean, there are certain designs for human feet that we know that have been produced since centuries, and shoemakers have developed expertise in the field of adapting the shape of a shoe to the foot to make it comfortable and robust and resistant, right? But when we go into this territory of kind of combining designs, having a little bit of a cowboy heel, but it's a higher heel, this is elevated. Like we have this is, by the way, they're called the sliver boot, the Rick Owens sliver boot, which is, by the way, a carry-on. They make them every season. They just kind of change the color, or sometimes the heel. In the current season, the heel is not in leather. The current season, the heel is in a transparent, like a plexiglass version. So I wonder if sometimes, if designers are too quick to design something that looks really good, but is not really tested out in terms of dynamics, physics, and functionality. Like if we're going to go for the futuristic approach of design, is it even possible to evolve any further in design nowadays while making it sustainable, that it doesn't fall apart like this? Like, is it possible? Is it even possible? Is it feasible? Or should we just stick to the couple of shapes that we know are functioning well? And we should not try to experiment with other forms or shapes anymore, because that's the thought process that I'm having here. as beautiful as this shoe is to look at, and I really adore it, I fell in love with it the second I saw it, maybe it's just not meant to be. Now, I want to know, let me know if anybody actually has this shoe already and also had an issue with it. Is this a one-off thing? Did it only happen to my pair? Or is it something that's happening to everybody who bought this shoe? It's not a cheap shoe, so I presume not many people bought a pair. I'm going to keep you posted in terms of if I manage to, I don't know, whatever happens, happens. I have to figure out how to do this because I'm not in the place where I bought them. I'm somewhere else now, so I don't know what to do. I'll figure something out. But I'll keep you posted because, I mean, this is not it, you guys. I don't even think this is repairable. And quite frankly, the leather in the back tore. You can see down here. This is torn. So the rest of the leather is hiding underneath the heel. So there's no repairing this. Like, what are you going to do? Glue it again? And then what? Like, the leather ripped on the sides as well. I mean, this is really bad. Really bad. So, that's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know if I get my money back for this or if I get another pair. I don't know if I want another pair at this point. Do I? Not really. Because I don't trust it anymore. You know what I mean? A voucher? How can I get a voucher? You know what I mean? I have to figure out who's going to give me a voucher. This is really a problem. It's a lot of money lost. 6 times wearing a shoe. And this is what happens. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until next time, never give up on love and subscribe. Bye.